American football enthusiasts, welcome to At America! Thank you everyone. Well, welcome to At America. We are the U.S. Embassy's American Center, and this is the place for you to learn more about the United States. With me, Patricia Elizabeth, I'm one of the e-guide here. First of all, thank you so much for coming to At America. How are you everyone? Good? That's great because I hope you're ready because exclusive today, Touchdown Indonesia, NFL stories, flag football, and cultural impact. Woo! Only at America, you can meet real NFL veterans and trainer in person and hear firsthand what it takes to compete at the highest level of the game. So, to kick things off, we're honored to welcome someone who's been driving force behind growing American football right here in Indonesia. Please join me in giving a big welcome to the Secretary General of Asosiasi American Football Indonesia. Please give a big round of applause to Muhammad Erlangga.
Okay, good evening everyone. Selamat malam. Selamat malam Pak Ferry dari Kementerian Pemuda dan Olahraga. Baru ada Pak Ferry aja kayaknya. Mewakili, siap. Mohon izin Bapak, saya juga sebagai Sekretaris Jenderal Asosiasi American Football Indonesia, mewakili Ketua Umum kami, Bapak Pandu Satya. Mohon izin belum bisa hadir pada hari ini. Jadi acara hari ini luar biasa sekali. Kita sangat apresiasi dari Asosiasi American Football Indonesia. FYI, for your information gitu ya, kami dari Asosiasi American Football Indonesia sebenarnya sudah aktif di Indonesia dari sejak tahun 2006-2007. Saat itu namanya adalah IFA, Indonesia Flag Football Association. Lalu sekitar 2 tahun terakhir kami mulai rebranding ulang dan mulai kita secara administrasi kita melapor kepada Kemenpora, lalu juga kepada National Olympic Committee. Itu sekitar 2023. Lalu dari sejak saat itu, Pak, izin kami sudah menjadi part of AAFI juga saat ini. Jadi semacam FIFA-nya dari flag football di dunia, seperti itu. Dan memang pada saat ini di AAFI sendiri kami sudah melakukan banyak program dan juga aktivasi-aktivasi sehingga saat ini mungkin dari sekitar berdasarkan data 20.000 sampai 30.000 penggemar American football gitu ya. Untuk penggiat aktifnya atau atletnya sendiri mungkin di angka sekitar 2 sampai 3 ribuan Pak untuk seluruh Indonesia. Jadi saat ini kita ada pemain untuk flag football dari kita bisa bilang dari Aceh sampai Papua. Saat ini paling jauh mungkin kita ada di daerah Timika dan Mimika. Itu teman-teman di Papua sudah mulai ikut berpartisipasi. Jadi memang pergerakan American football atau flag football itu sendiri pada saat ini sudah cukup masif Pak dan sudah mulai masuk ke level sampai kabupaten dan kota. Kurang lebih seperti itu. Dari kami sendiri dari Asosiasi American Football Indonesia setiap tahunnya kami melaksanakan 3 kejuaraan yang menyasar 3 level umur atau usia, yaitu kita ada di Merdeka Bowl, lalu College Bowl, and also National High School Competition Pak. Jadi untuk National High School Competition kita berfokus di level SMA untuk seluruh Indonesia. Lalu juga kalau untuk College Bowl kita memang banyak teman-teman atlet itu yang home ground gitu ya, mereka memang mulainya rata-rata dari level college. Lalu yang terakhir untuk Merdeka Bowl kita di sistemnya regional. Jadi kalau di Asosiasi American Football Indonesia itu kami bukan levelnya provinsi Pak, jadi mainnya kita antar regional. Jadi misalkan regional itu kita di Bogor, di Bekasi itu ada, cuman kan kalau ditarik hanya satu provinsi sebenarnya Pak, Jawa Barat. Jadi itu yang sekitar kira-kira membedakan kami dengan mungkin federasi atau asosiasi lainnya yang ada di Indonesia. Lalu juga untuk di tahun ini kami ada satu agenda besar untuk tim nasional, yaitu Asia Oceania Competition yang akan diselenggarakan bulan Oktober di Ningbo, China. Saat ini berkat kerjasama dengan Kemenpora kami sudah sekitar 3-4 bulan ini berlatih di kompleks GBK Pak. Itu untuk 25 atlet timnas putri dan 25 atlet timnas putra. Seperti itu, sehingga mohon izin dukungannya bapak-bapak di Kemenpora dan juga NOC tentunya, karena tanpa bantuan pemerintah juga tentu olahraga ini akan sulit berkembang, kurang lebih seperti itu. Dari saya mungkin segitu aja, Mbak. Oke, thank you semuanya. Terima kasih sekali lagi. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya. Terima kasih.
Thank you so much, Kak. And now representing the U.S. Embassy Jakarta, please welcome Press Attaché and Spokesperson Jamie W. Ravitz. Welcome back again, Pak.
Hey everybody, let me put this on first. It's great to be here. It's great to combine two things I love, diplomacy, sports, to be at America as well. You guys don't realize how lucky you have it here in Jakarta. This venue is incredible. The people they bring here, the experts, all the opportunities you have at this space. We don't have this type of space anywhere else in the world, so I'm glad so many of you can take advantage of it. And I'm so excited to welcome our NFL players and trainers, and so excited to hear about the excitement about flag football and bringing American football to Indonesia. It's, I grew up in the Philadelphia area. Football was a religion a little bit in our house every Sunday and Monday, and always disappointed by our birds. And, it took a long time, but Joe was part of that winning team, 2017. Last year, we're really on a high, but really excited to hear your stories and hear about the kind of impact you can make here and bringing sport into people's lives, and American football as well, with the inclusiveness of women's and men's flag football. Really excited about the future of the sport and what you can do here, and excited to meet you, Galih, tonight as well and hear your story. So really happy to be here. The U.S. Embassy is really excited to support programs like this. We welcome you, we welcome our guests, and we thank you for coming and hope you have a really good experience. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Jamie W. Ravitz. It's always happy to have you here, Pak. And now to the next opening remarks. It is my honor to introduce the team from the Ministry of Youth and Sports. He is Analis Kebijakan Ahli Utama, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Republic of Indonesia. Please welcome Wisler Manalu.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Salam olahraga. Jaya. Sekali lagi, salam olahraga. Itu slogan dari Kementerian Pemuda dan Olahraga. Yang kami hormati, Bapak Ibu sekalian di sini, ada sahabat saya Pak Ferry di sini, ada tadi Sekjen Asosiasi American Football Indonesia ya, yang mewakili ketua, kemudian ada dari perwakilan PT Garuda Andalan Bangsa, para atlet dan pelatih NFL Athletes Camp, para sponsor dan mitra pendukung, kemudian para stakeholder keolahragaan yang hadir pada saat ini, para tamu undangan yang saya hormati, juga dengan Pak Jimmy tadi yang sudah memberikan speech-nya kepada kita. Pertama-tama kami sampaikan permohonan maaf dari Bapak Menteri Pemuda dan Olahraga, Mas Menteri, seyogianya akan membersamai kita pada malam hari ini. Namun karena ada kegiatan beliau yang tidak bisa ditinggalkan, sehingga beliau mewakilkan kepada kami. Pada saatnya nanti mungkin akan bisa bertemu dengan Bapak Menteri Pemuda dan Olahraga, Mas Tejo. Saya akan membacakan sambutan beliau untuk kita simak bersama. Puji syukur kita panjatkan kehadirat Allah, Tuhan yang Maha Esa, karena atas rahmat-Nya lah dan karunia-Nya kita dapat berkumpul di American Pacific Place, Jakarta, dalam rangka pembukaan NFL Athletes Camp 2025. Kegiatan ini merupakan langkah strategis dalam mendukung perkembangan cabang olahraga American Football di Indonesia, khususnya flag football yang semakin diminati oleh para generasi muda. kehadiran pelatih bertaraf internasional seperti NFL Athletes Camp menjadi bukti nyata bahwa olahraga bukan hanya tentang kompetisi, tetapi juga tentang pembangunan karakter, disiplin, dan semangat kebersamaan. Lebih dari itu, kegiatan ini memiliki potensi ekonomi yang sangat besar. American football sebagai industri cabang olahraga global telah membuktikan kontribusinya terhadap penciptaan lapangan kerja, pertumbuhan sektor kreatif, dan peningkatan nilai komersial melalui merchandise, media, dan event organizing. Dengan terselenggaranya NFL Athletes Camp ini di Indonesia, kita membuka peluang investasi kolaborasi internasional serta pengembangan sport tourism yang dapat memberikan dampak positif bagi perekonomian nasional. Kementerian Pemuda dan Olahraga Republik Indonesia terus mendorong tumbuhnya ekosistem olahraga yang inklusif dan berkelanjutan. Kami percaya bahwa pengembangan cabang olahraga baru seperti American football akan memperkaya keragaman olahraga nasional dan membuka peluang prestasi di tingkat global, sekaligus memperkuat kontribusi sektor olahraga terhadap pembangunan ekonomi bangsa. Saya menyampaikan apresiasi yang setinggi-tingginya kepada Asosiasi American Football Indonesia dan seluruh pihak yang telah berkontribusi dalam penyelenggaraan kegiatan ini. Semoga NFL Athletes Camp 2025 ini berjalan dengan lancar, sukses, dan memberikan dampak positif bagi perkembangan olahraga dan ekonomi di tanah air. Kepada para peserta dan juga para pelatih dan juga para pembina, untuk memanfaatkan kesempatan ini sebaik-baiknya, seraplah ilmu dan pengalaman dari para mantan-mantan atlet dan juga para pelatih. Jadilah bagian dari generasi atlet yang membanggakan Indonesia. Akhir kata, dengan mengucapkan Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, NFL Athletes Camp 2025 secara resmi dinyatakan dibuka. Demikian yang dapat kami sampaikan. Terima kasih atas perhatian dan kerjasamanya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swanti Santi Om. Tertanda Menteri Pemuda dan Olahraga Aryo Bimo Nandito Aryo Tejo. Demikian, terima kasih.
Terima kasih banyak, Pak. And to conclude today's opening remarks, let's hear from the National Olympic Committee who driving Indonesian sports forward. Please welcome Secretary General, Indonesian National Olympic Committee, Wijaya Nuradi.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends. First of all, I would like to give the sincere apology from my president, who is not be able to come today because he had further engagement. But on behalf of National Olympic Committee, we support the camp, the NFL camp, athletes camp. I don't know whether it is coincidence, because this is preseason, right? So, fortunately, my team won last night, or yesterday on Sunday, the Vikes. So, yeah, we've been to the Super Bowl 4 times, but never been to winning the ring. So I sort of know about this sport. Myself, I studied in Minnesota also, in the UFM. So we played these games also at that time, but I was the smallest of my roommates in the dorm, so I'm sort of just participating to the games. But I know it's a team sport. It is important for everybody. You know, it's not just individual. One of the reason also for the Indonesian American Football Federation also have to appreciate the encouragement that was provided by the Ministry of Sport, because someone from the Minister of Sport came to us to ask us to support the federation, but knowing that the IF is a recognized sport, it is one of the criteria to be a member of the NOC. So because you have to have a sport that is structured and also have a very good system, rules, especially for against the anti-doping, and now with the safeguarding and also with the PMC, the prevention of manipulation of competition. This is one of the two recent programs from the IOC that needs to be upheld, in the games. So we also would like to thank the representative from the embassy. I know it's an American sport, but it's everybody's sport. So for that matter, that we congratulate for this camp. I'm sure that knowing that American football will be part of the sport program of Los Angeles, so I'm sure that this will be a good effort. I don't know whether it's going to be in the SEA Games, but we will encourage for the regional or continental games to also have a American football in part of the sport program. We know that even in the upcoming SEA Games in Bangkok in December, we have tug of war. We have also frisbee, or the flying disc sport. So I'm very hopeful, because I know that American football is much bigger than those two sports. So they should be part of the multi-events in the regional or continental games. Okay, so finally, I ask you all to support my team to get a Super Bowl rings this year. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pa. And now we're about to take a group photo. With that, I invite all the opening remarks, Muhammad Erlangga, Jamie W. Ravets, and Whistler Manalu, and all the speakers and moderator for today, Joe Walker, Nico Falah, Miles Shuler, and Galih Sukawanto, up onto the stage to take a group photo. Yes, up. Okay. Yes. Okay, look at that camera for Air America. Okay, another camera. Okay, salam olahraga, answer it with Jaya. Okay. Salam olahraga. Okay, let's give a big round of applause. Thank you so much to all speakers and moderator. You may be seated on the red chairs. Yes. And to all the opening remarks, you may be seated again. Silakan untuk Bapak yang opening remarks, boleh Pak untuk kembali lagi ke tempat duduknya. And for all the speakers and moderator, please sit on the chairs. And now about to throw the first pass of the night, let's welcome our moderator, founder, by grid. Please welcome Galih Sukawanto.
Hello, hello. Oh, this is good. This is so bright. Thanks a lot for everyone that comes here, especially there's a lot of amazing, important people here that supports the sport. I didn't even realize you studied in Minnesota. We have a great friend played for Minnesota Twins, and he'll come here sometimes in the future. But to start things off, I would like to share a little bit story about how did all this happen. So 4 years ago, I went to school in Australia, and before that, I was just a kid in Bandung, Indonesia. I went to public school. I went to SMA Negeri 5. I was just a normal kid. I ate pecel lele every day. I ate tempe. There's nothing special about that. And I saw the news, one of the NFL guys got drafted, and then in my head was like, will there ever be an Indonesian played American football in the NFL? I was 21 years old, my career's already done, I already did my college. Can I make it, or can I help someone to make it? And then I realized, what if I tried? I called my dad, I called my parents, and I told them about the story of, what if I tried? And if I failed, at least I can actually give stories back to Indonesia and maybe bring a couple of my friends to inspire the Indonesians. And before everything starts, I would just want to honor my parents here, these two. So they've sacrificed all their savings so that I can go to US and compete there, and I'm so happy that I can bring something back to Indonesia. And now, thank God I didn't come empty-handed. I made great friends here, and I want to introduce one by one. So first of all, Miles Shuler. Here's an NFL trainer. He plays in the NFL Carolina Panthers. He coached the best of the best. And then now, my good friend, we share the same birthday, Nico Falah, is an all-lineman, played in the USC. There's a lot of linemen here, so he's going to inspire you guys. And last but not least, our Super Bowl champion, Joe Walker. So yeah. So let's start the talk show. I know you guys probably gonna have a lot of questions later on, and we'll have some quick Q&A after this whole thing. So, welcome to Indonesia, guys.
Beautiful to be here.
Thanks a lot. I know they literally just landed 6 hours ago. Right now it's 4 a.m. in California, where they're from, so they're a bit jet lagged, but they're like, Galih, we want to do this. We want to see as many NFL fans and football athletes as we can to inspire them all. So, what's the first impression of Indonesia so far?
It's been beautiful. It's very green. It's very clean. Everyone's very nice and welcoming. So it's been kind of a culture shock, but it's beautiful.
Oh, wow. You saw a lot of greens.
Well, for me, it's definitely a culture shock because it's my first time out of the country, overseas. I've been in Canada before, but I don't count that because it's right there. But it's definitely been a great experience so far, and I'm excited to learn more about this country and everything. Wow. Yes, sir.
For me, it's the hospitality. The people here have been so nice, so welcoming, and I know it's only been 7 hours since we've landed, and we felt the love, so thank you to everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I hope you guys have a great time in this coming few days. So I know a lot of people wanting to learn more about what is it like to be in the NFL. We only see the glamour of going to the field suited up, Instagram stories, OBJ one-handed. But what is it like actually being in the NFL? What's the day-to-day like?
It's a boring lifestyle, really. Yeah. I mean, you go to work, you work out, you get this routine where you're just doing the same thing every day, and you're not going to these big parties, or you're not doing it. You don't have time for this. You have to stay focused, disciplined. So it's somewhat of a boring life. Yeah.
Exactly.
In a good way. In a good way.
Disciplines.
I would say it's highly competitive. The NFL it's the best football in the world, right? So it's very cutthroat. You have to be the best all the time. Well, most of the time, not all the time. But and if you're not, then they're going to look for the next person. So it's highly competitive for sure.
I would say it's very hard. As Shu said, it's the peak of sport and football, and there's no other outside leagues. But now the game is growing, which is why we're here, and it's great to see. But it's a hard lifestyle. It's a lot of hard work, and there's only the thing about football which I really enjoy is the games are only on Sundays, 1 day a week. It's not like baseball, not like soccer, not like basketball, where there's 2-3 games a week. But I think that's why football is so special.
So which one was harder? Surviving as a skills player from your own perspective, or as a big guys?
I feel like the big guys, they have the numbers advantage. You know, you got quite a few more linemen on the team, so they get a numbers advantage. And then like the skill guys have it tough, man. You know.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Skill guys have it tough. You're rotated in and out. If you can't perform on a daily basis, they cut you. I mean, there was guys getting cut every day at work. So people get fired every day. New guys come in every day, and they're trying to replace you.
Wow. I look at it a little different. I think the big guys it's a little tougher just because they're always hitting each other every play, and it's very violent for sure. You know, as a receiver, we don't get hit much. We see a little bit of contact, but in the trenches, man, it gets real ugly in there for sure.
Yeah, I agree with both of them actually. Being a big guy myself, it's pretty painful. It does hurt a lot. Practice is really tough. But then I know the skill players, their legs are really beat from running full speed every single play. So I give respect to both sides.
When you guys were in the NFL, probably a lot of guys want to ask this. How much do you eat?
It feels like a guy like me was eating all day to try and keep this weight on, try and keep size on that I naturally shouldn't have. So, I mean, it's like an all-day gig, just eating. After you finish one meal, you're preparing the next. Just trying to keep the weight on, trying to stay within my range. The NFL usually gives you about a 5-pound range that you need to stay in between. And every pound that you're overweight, it's like $700. So if you come into camp, 12 pounds overweight, it's 12 times 700 a day.
Have you ever got fined because
No,
of the weight?
if you're underweight, you're good. So I always stayed under, yeah.
Wow.
For me, I'm a receiver, so I run all day. So it doesn't matter if I eat a lot or not. It matters about if I'm running fast, So for me, I didn't really pay attention to my diet like that. So.
Yeah, I love this question because I love food, and I'm happy to be here. It's a country with great food, so I'm excited. But one thing I can say is, as a lineman, when you're having breakfast, you're always thinking about lunch. So that's how much. That's in perspective. That's how much I ate a lot, and I always thought about the next meal.
The shocking thing, the first time ever I actually had lunch with Nico, he was like, "Hey, let's go on a all-you-can-eat sushi," and he's like. Him and another all-lineman, we come in, we sit down for 3 hours, and we ate like 40 different platters of sushi. They kept on going, and they kept on going, and that was lunch.
But I respect, though, Galih, you kept up with us, and you didn't, I don't know if you were forcing yourself, but you ate a lot of food, too.
I didn't eat the next 2 days after that, man. I never ate lunch with you ever again after that. That was rough. So a lot of people here knows about Indonesian foods. What is the one thing that you guys probably saw on TikTok? Indonesian foods that, especially Nico, what food that you're wanting to eat?
Well, we have a couple Indonesian spots where I'm from in Los Angeles. I mean, I like the basic stuff, so I don't know anything that authentic. So I'm gonna just say nasi goreng. Yeah. I mean, fried rice is one of my favorite foods because it's just carbs, protein, vegetables, all in one meal. So I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah, so I don't really eat much. I start eating at like 12 o'clock, so, and then I don't eat after 8 o'clock usually. But while I'm out here, man, I definitely want to try different foods. This is going to be my cheap vacation, so I'm excited for that for sure.
I just follow whatever he's eating. I just get a little bit of that, yeah.
My team literally said to me, "Hey, Galih, what's their dietary requirements?" And then I text Joe, literally replied back, "I eat anything." Anything. And so tomorrow we're gonna eat padang with the USS guys, and then the next day we're gonna eat Manado food. We're gonna give them all the bad foods, and like, I hope they're just not gonna get sick, but they'll have a great time. So let's go a little bit deep about what it's like being in the NFL. Joe, we've been friends a while, and people from outside probably didn't realize. They saw you tall, big guy. Oh, he's probably gonna make it to the NFL. But I know your story. It wasn't a straight line. It wasn't straight to Oregon. It wasn't straight to NFL, first draft pick. How many failures that you have to go through to make it to the NFL? What was that journey like?
Yeah, I think out of high school, a lot of guys get recruited to play Division I football, and I wasn't one of those guys, so I had to take an alternative route. I went to a local junior college and, just kept working, and got an opportunity to play football at the University of Oregon. spent 3 years there, and wasn't highly drafted. I was 7th round draft pick to the Philadelphia Eagles, but made the most of it and turned it into a 7-year career in the NFL. And you know, I'm just thankful. Yeah, I'm just very thankful. Yeah.
How did you combat those? Because when I was going to America the first year, there's a lot of doubts in my head, and you guys can answer this too. You battle with doubts a lot from your families, from your friends, from your teammates, from your coaches even. They don't give you a shot at playing on the field, and you start doubting yourself. Am I actually good enough to play? Have you ever had that, and how do you combat that?
Yeah, you try and block out all that outside noise. Some people try and use it as motivation. I just try and ignore it, you know. Just try and believe in myself and know what I can do personally. So, yeah, just try and eliminate the outside noise.
That's awesome. What about you, my man?
Yeah, so for me, I faced adversity as soon as I started playing football at the age of 8. I moved out to New Jersey, and I was playing Pop Warner, and I was the worst player on my team for 2 years straight.
What's Pop Warner for people that?
Yeah, so Pop Warner is like a younger league when you start at 7 years old, 8 years old, and they have all these different levels with different weight limits. And I just remember my first 2 years playing, I just wasn't good at all. So my dad was one of the coaches at the time. And he was like, "Look, you're gonna play on the offensive line. You know, you're not catching the football well right now." So I played on the O line for 2 years, learned toughness from that, and then my 3rd year, I played quarterback and just took off from there, and never looked back. So, and then I went to college, and when I got to Rutgers, I transitioned to the receiver position for the first time. So I was a late bloomer at the receiver position, and I was taught the position by PJ Fleck, who's one of the best receiver coaches in the world, and that helped me get to the NFL for sure. Yeah.
Sir, yes, sir.
Going to your question about doubt, Galih, and for me, my experience, I really never doubted myself. I always knew I was good enough to compete, and I had a lot of confidence going to football, but the thing is that other people, the coaches doubted me. Football's a big right place, right time sport. I remember one of the former coaches for the Jets, he said 90% of the football NFL roster is interchangeable. So that's how good everybody is. It's the peak of sport. There's no G League or feeder league. So that's what I really preach about the sport. Everybody's so good. And again, it's right, like life. You gotta be in the right place at the right time. So it just works out for some people more than others. And a good example is Joe. I mean, junior college is a hard route. Galih can tell you, he was at junior college. It's really, really hard to make it out there. And him making it to top college and then the NFL is, it's really respectable. So I know you can't really compare it to anything. I'm sure you can, but it's a tough path.
That's true. And especially, I feel like every player that I've talked with, other than probably OBJ or others, I'm sure OBJ even had adversities when he's tackling or when he's trying to do football and everybody's doubted him. He's not just that one guy. Talking about stars, who's the freakiest athlete or the most inspirational athlete that you guys have met? Can be football, can be non-football.
I think we had a pretty special year when I was at Oregon with our quarterback won the Heisman Trophy in Marcus Mariota.
Okay.
Yeah, so just practicing with him daily and watching him on his journey through that year and then going on to win the Heisman, it was pretty special. Wow. Yeah.
For me, it was definitely Cam Newton, just because he was just a freakish athlete, you know, can throw the ball 65 yards, 70 yards down the field, was very smart, and he was able to run with the ball really effectively, and definitely one of the best leaders I've ever been around, for sure, yeah.
So the best player I played with, I actually saw his jersey out here. It was Von Miller, and I played with him in the Denver Broncos for 3 years, and just seeing a guy of that caliber as your teammate, it's really, really impressive how he can turn on, turn off when he wants to. So that's the best player I played with.
Wow, wow, that's crazy. That I didn't even realize they sell college jerseys here in Indonesia. I don't know how they got them, but a lot of people here are probably curious. What is it like day in the life of an NFL athlete? Let's say which one would be better, preseason or during season?
They're pretty similar. I think like I said earlier, it's a pretty boring day. I mean, you wake up pretty early, 5, 6 in the morning. You're into work and you're working out and you're eating and you're practicing and you're going to meetings, and I don't know. You leave around 5 or 6 in the afternoon and you go home and you study more film. You take care of your body and you just put it on repeat, and you just keep it going throughout the season. Yeah.
Wow. Did it feel like a job to you guys when you guys moved? Probably high school, it was what? A great time, girls watching you.
I mean, they were always watching. Yeah, but
and then suddenly in college, nobody cares about. You don't sit in the class. You probably got too busy with practices and stuff like that.
we still went to class, or at least we did. Yeah, we still went to class. Yeah.
And then when does it start feeling like
when they start paying you, it really starts feeling like a job.
Ooh, okay. Because
Yeah.
now you know the expectation that they'll have.
Yeah, and you see guys around you getting cut daily, getting fired daily,
Wow.
and if you get fired, you don't get paid. So
Wow.
yeah, just trying to hold on to that as long as possible.
Wow. What was the big difference between collegiate football and NFL football?
I would say the money. When I played in college, there was no money. They didn't pay you for college, so you did it for free. You went to college, is what you got it for. Now they're paying the college players quite a bit of money, but yeah, when they start paying you money, they expect a lot more from you. So they'll replace you like daily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe we need to start paying the national athletes so people be coming in and out.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think the biggest difference, Galih, between college and NFL is NFL's football all day, every single day. College, you have school, you have off time, and then football. Football's like a 3-hour, 4-hour block in the day, but NFL's 7 to 7 every single day, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every single day. So I think that's why you really have to like love the sport in NFL. That's why you see guys play so long. You really have to love it and going there every day, loving it.
Yeah, so you definitely have to prepare day in and day out because they're always looking for your replacement in the NFL. So, yeah, man, you have to watch extra film. You got to stay in that weight room. Got to stay in the playbook. You know, because if you're not, then they're going to be able to tell by the time practice gets there. And then if you're not up to par, then they'll find the next person for sure.
How do you have you ever felt burnout? Probably a lot of people here can relate burning out, doing the same thing over and over and over again. How do you combat that, or how do you navigate not getting burned out and still perform at a high level?
I think it's just having a strong support system around you, family, friends, you know, and just relying on them because you can't really do it by yourself, you know. So relying on family, friends, because everyone gets burnt out doing it. Yeah.
Definitely investing in your body during the off season because in season is tough on the body, right? So some of the best players in the world, they spend a lot of money, whether it's like massage therapy, chiropractic work, you know what I mean, doing extra work in the weight room. So definitely just keeping your body prepared during the off season.
And I think a big part too is mentally, especially in football. You kind of need to have balance, a little bit non-football time. And I think I saw a lot of guys, the older veteran players, one of their big things to disconnect from football was living far away from the training facility, making like a 30, 40-minute drive so they can have that 40-minute window just to like zone out and just think about normal life. And then once they're in the facility, because as a younger player, I was like, I want to live close to the facility so I can sleep in as long as I want and get to the building as late as I can. Yeah, exactly. But I saw a lot of older players, like they want to live far just to get away. So I think balance is a big thing to not get burnt out.
Talking about that, especially not getting burned out but still have the discipline, I need to tell you guys about Nico has been retired from the NFL probably 2 years?
2 years, yeah, 2 years.
And yet, when I trained with him 2 to 3 years back, he still trains every single day and exos in LA every single day. And every single workout, he's always trying to beat me. Someone that's trying to make it to the NFL and he's already made it, he's still trying to beat me. So I want to ask one thing that everybody here probably wanting to ask as well. Who taught you that discipline? Was it from the NFL? Was it your parents? And you guys all have disciplines and you can share about it as well.
I think that what made me disciplined was, again, I think it was just mindset. believe it or not, I was never the biggest person in my team in college or in the NFL. I was usually always one of the smaller people. So I needed an advantage to take, and I knew it wasn't going to be my size, wasn't going to be my strength, but it would be my work ethic. That's something I can control, work ethic. I can do my, that's why I love conditioning so much. It's because it's all mental, all discipline, and know I can beat somebody. I can choose to beat somebody because I'm doing something more than he is. So it's not really genetically or talent-wise.
For me, it's definitely my dad, for sure. Right before I got to high school, he sat me down and he was like, hey, you want to be an All-American, you have to give me 4 years of sacrifice. You know, you have to work out 3 times a day. You have to get all A's and B's in school. So I followed that plan for 4 years straight, and it stuck with me for the rest of my life till now. So.
Yeah, I would also agree. Just seeing my father get up every day and going to a job.
Example.
Yeah, great example. And then getting an opportunity to play in a job that I truly love, it makes it pretty easy. Yeah.
So you guys has been with teams full of champions, and Joe, you won a ring, and you guys have won games. We're still new in the national team. We're going to go to our first ever international games. What would be the advice for us to actually, not just to win, but actually to work as a team and to actually get qualified for the Olympics?
I would say, I mean, nothing's built in a day, right? So just not getting discouraged if things don't go how you plan. Success takes time. So just sticking with it, continuing to improve, and just, being proud of the good things that you do. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. I would say for sure, you have to have a really good front office. You have to have a really good organization that's going to put the right pieces into play. Find the right coaches for the organization. Find the right players, right? So it's not just the players. It's definitely the people that's in the front office that's making all the decisions, making sure that we have the right pieces in play for us to go win a championship, for sure.
I would say is just have fun. I mean, football is a hard sport, as we all know, and people forget to have fun when they're playing a sport. It's a game. So really enjoying what you're doing out there and really having fun really makes a big difference. And that's something I learned towards the end of my NFL career, is like, let me enjoy it more. Let me just take a deep breath. Let me live in the moment and really observe what's going on around me and enjoy it.
Since a lot of us Indonesian are a lot smaller than the one in America, because you've seen the portion. They ate Yoshinoya, and Nico was like, this is it? I can eat 6 of these, and normally we just eat 1 portion. Joe's saying, me and Coach Miles here, we're pretty similar portions. But for smaller people like us, different size compared to the Americans, what would it take for us to actually, do we need to eat a lot more? Do we need to create resilience? What do we need to take advantage? What's the edge that we need to have?
I've played on smaller teams and I've played against smaller teams, and it doesn't matter. The size never really matters. I've been on smaller teams and we've won, and I've been beaten by teams that are smaller. So it's never really about size. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I think it's about your skill set, right? It's about the coaching, preparation, team camaraderie, right? Being together. I think that matters the most over size, for sure.
I think one thing that's really special about football, I think when people say it's a size thing, I think it's an excuse, actually. If you look at football rosters, there's guys who are short, tall, fat, skinny, medium-sized. Football is an all-inclusive sport, so I think anybody can be a great football player. I think it just comes with work ethic and a discipline, things we're talking about. That's what I really like about football, is anybody can play it.
Last one before we go to the Q&A. Who has the most insane work ethic that you've ever met? You no need to say me. You can say other athletes.
I mean,
I didn't pay you guys enough to say about me.
I was going to say me, yeah. No, I always try to be the hardest working athlete, actually, and yeah. So let's do that.
Oh, wow. Dang it. Said it from Nico.
Humble, yeah.
Thank you, I guess.
I would say, because I'm a personal trainer, And Tim White, Galih's worked out with Tim before. Yeah, he plays in the CFL right now for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. And that man, he works out like 3-4 times a day, like during the off season. And right now he's going on his 4th season in a row, going for 1,000 yards receiving. So for definitely him for sure, yeah.
I don't know if I have one specific guy, but if you look at any guy that's 10 plus years in the NFL, you know that work ethic is there.
Incognito.
Yeah. Yeah, Richie.
Play volleyball. So now we're gonna switch it up to Q&A. So if anybody has questions here, please raise your hands and we'll give you, I think we have a mic. We'll have a mic and you can ask any questions you want, NFL related, lifestyle related, anything. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's our, one of our national referee. He comes in.
Okay, good evening, guys. My name is Afif. I'm a national referee from Indonesia with my friends here, Fauzan. So my question is, because Galih has mentioned it before, like, I think it's more like the racial or maybe like racial issues because we Indonesian or maybe Southeast Asian are built more smaller compared to the Middle East guys and or maybe the South Asia guys like Indians or maybe Arabs. So and I think maybe it's more like logically we will face more higher walls to break through about the physical limits or maybe and else. I mean. Because I think I haven't seen like Eastern Asia guys, Eastern Asian, I mean like Chinese American or Koreans in the NFL. I mean like the highest level of competitions. And I think I wanna. Can you share your opinion about that? I mean like because because I believe that many Indonesians. Believe we can do it on the or going to the US or trying the going pro, but I think the major issues is this the racial issues there. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I could go. I think it's more about, like I said before, your skill set, how you prepare, right? I don't want you to put a lot of emphasis on size or anything. Now, it is important, right? Especially in the NFL, they're going to look at size first, but your skill set and how you play, how you move on the field is what matters the most over everything else. So that's how you'll be able to still compete with all the other people, for sure.
And jokingly, I'm Filipino, so believe it or not.
There it is.
But yeah, I know my size is not a typical Filipino, but like I was saying, I think football is an all-inclusive sport. Maybe you won't find the big linemen in Indonesia. You're gonna have to go to Samoa or anywhere in Polynesian for that. But what I've seen from Galih, I mean, he's one of the first Indonesian people I've met. He has very good skills. He's quick. He's fast. So I think finding your position is the biggest. Like maybe not a linebacker or a tight end, but I think if you emphasize your work ethic on the skill level side, because there's so much talent out there in the world, and I think the NFL is doing a great job trying to grow the game because they realize there's other talent out there other than America, obviously, and all these international programs they're having now just shows that. So I think just knowing what position you think you could make and accepting that, if you don't like the position or not, but just using your gifts.
Sweet. You know, since it was all linemen, I'm gonna put somebody on the spot first. Where's the all lineman people here? Raise your hands. There's a lot. All right. Since I know as an Indonesian, we're super polite that we don't want to interrupt. So I'm gonna put people on the spot. So I know you have some questions. Please ask Nico something about all linemen. And Eza too. There you go. There he is. There's the head of. You met him before.
Hi guys, nice to meet you, Nico. Finally, Joe as well, and everyone. Thanks for coming. First of all, I just want to thank you because linemen in Indonesia, we haven't been given the privilege of having world level athletes to come and teach us. So this is a great opportunity for us. So thank you for coming. Excited to join the camp. Going to be there tomorrow. And my question would be, you guys have faced the best NFL athletes that have played before, that have been playing in the league. Just want to get an insight of who you think is the toughest in your respective positions, and probably if you have any players that you're watching these days, who do you have anyone who you think is will be one of the all-time greats, probably, or a Hall of Famer, maybe? So just want to get an insight on that. So thank you.
Yeah, I think all-time greats. I played against Tom Brady in a Super Bowl, so that gets. I think he's one of the greatest to ever do it. Yeah, yeah. The guy played 20 plus years, broke every record, won more Super Bowls than anyone, and so I definitely consider him the greatest to ever do it. Yeah.
He stole mine too. Yeah, Tom Brady. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Tom Brady for sure.
Do we have a lot of Tom Brady's fans here?
Oh,
wow! Oh, look at that.
Every time he steps on the field, you could just tell like he just has that aura to him, that confidence to him that he already knows he's just gonna go win. You know, he's gonna do whatever he needs to do to go take over a game. So, and you see it. He has the rings. He has all the wins, all the championships. So, for sure, he's definitely the best.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But in a lineman perspective, I think Joe played with a couple of them, Jason Kelsey, and yeah, I think he's the best, one of the best centers to play football, or the best center to play football. And it kind of connects with your question because he's the best at his position, but he's one of the smallest at his positions. I think he's only maybe 6'1", 6'2", and 290 pounds, and that's really small for that position group. So I think I credit him because of his technique and his athleticism, which he knew he was smaller, but he took advantage of what he was good at.
We got the GOATS debate. Before we switch to the next question, is it allowed to ask, like, what's your favorite team that you played with, or what's your favorite team of all time?
Yeah, I grew up an Oakland Raider fan, living in
okay.
Los Angeles. Yeah.
Tom Brady again.
Well, kind of.
I
Yeah.
mean, he owns it now.
Yeah, he does. But the favorite teams I played for the Niners. Loved that organization. Yeah. I loved living in Arizona playing for the Cardinals, and then Philly has a really special place in my heart. Yeah.
I grew up a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Yes, sir. I had no choice because my dad was a diehard fan, so I probably would have been homeless if I didn't claim him. But yeah, definitely Pittsburgh for sure.
I never grew up watching NFL football. Again, going back, my parents are immigrants. They came to America, so they didn't really know what football was. And I remember my first day of football in high school. I didn't really know how to put my pads on, so that's how lost I was in football. But yeah, I just love the sport, though, so I keep up with it now. And my favorite team that I played for was the New York Jets. New York was a really fun city. Specifically, we were in New Jersey, and I just really enjoyed that environment of a big city, a big team feel.
Don't worry, I still love the Vikings. So, but it's just cool team. But we don't know when they're gonna win. We never know. You know, I'm gonna put my good friend here in the national team on the spot real quick, and then we go to you, Joel. I know he's one of the best, the greediest ever in the national team. I want him to ask a question. He will never ask it if I don't put him on the spot. My man. Here we go.
Hello, Joe.
Hello.
Hello.
He's a pass rusher, by the way.
And hello, Nico. Sorry, I lost my voice because I've been screaming out a lot on the field. Well, I grew up in SF, by the way. Yeah, and I don't really have any questions, but just curious because I'm a fan of Nick Bosa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, what's he like? I mean, what's his work ethic, and I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I mean,
yeah, absolutely. he's a quiet guy. He thinks about football 24/7. Football is the only thing on that guy's brain ever.
All right.
Yeah, so it is football or nothing. He lives, breathes, dies football.
I might be wearing his jersey while in camp.
All right. Yeah, he's a quiet guy, but he works very hard, and he is all in on football all the time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I got.
Absolutely.
Galih, stop bullying me. Thank you, guys. Thank
we
you.
have the questions.
Good job.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll go there and then we go to you.
Hello guys. Oh, sorry. Hello guys, my name is Haidar and I recently got really hooked into football through college football. So I watched the Florida Gators documentary. It's really fun to see young guys like smashing around. Like football is something relatively new to me. Well, I know Tom Brady for a long time, but the Florida Gators documentary was really something that got me hooked. Well, my question is related to the how the U.S. system on growing up talent. So you already have a program from school to college and then the professional, which is the NFL. Do you guys think it's something that applicable to have, let's say, some kind of college football in a country like Indonesia to growing talents and eventually have a professional world-class talents? Yeah, that's my question.
Yeah, yes, I'll say yes for sure. Flag football gives us another avenue to keep the game safer. So instead of just playing Pop Warner, where you put the pads on the younger players right away, you could have them play flag football so you can conserve the body over the years, and then you'll be able to play a longer career for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think having collegiate football is just a great system to build into the professional level. And interestingly enough, in America, I volunteer for like the younger level, like ages 8 to 12 football, and the game's actually dying. High school programs are actually dying too. People don't want to play football, unfortunately. I think it's because safety, what they've seen for all these injuries and brain injuries, but yet it makes a huge jump to collegiate and NFL. So there's a big gap I think America is lacking in the youth football game. I think that's why they're trying to expand the game around the world to create more of that, the fillers to fill it in. But yeah, I think just having more football is better. And unfortunately, I think it's not peaking as much as it used to back in the day, and at the lower level.
That's pretty cool, and I'm really super excited for the flag football for you guys to see. I know that you guys didn't trust me. I was like, oh, the flag football scene is here is big, but tomorrow you'll see we're gonna have a camp tomorrow night, and we got some of the national teams guys here as well. So it's a good transition to kind of like a new sports side. And so we got more questions. We got this. Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. So my name is Daniel George, and I work for the National Olympic Committee of Indonesia. So I do many sports, but this kind of sport is it's kind of a new thing for me. So I'm very sorry I'm not familiar with this kind of sport, but it leads to my questions, which is I've heard a statement that American football is not just a sport, but it's also a culture. So my first question is that, do you three of you agree with this kind of statement? And the second one, for let's say an outsider for me, which is not familiar with the sport, how do you think it can connect with all Indonesian audiences who might be more familiar with soccer, badminton, or basketball? So I would like to know the perspective of three of you. I think that's all my question. Thank you.
I definitely. You're asking about the culture of football. Yeah.
I've heard a statement that American football is just not a sport, but
Yes.
it's more than like a culture. So I'm asking, do you guys agree with that kind of statement?
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at anyone that's born in Philadelphia, we know, right? They live, breathe, and die football. I mean, that's all they talk about all week, and whether we win or lose is how their week goes. So, I mean, it's an intense, yeah, it's more than just football. Yeah, it's the tailgate before the games. It's, you know, going out to dinner after the games. You're talking with your friends, your family throughout the week about the game. So, yeah, there's certain cities in America that live, breathe, and die by their sports team.
Yeah, I would have to agree. And y'all would know this. Everyone watches the Super Bowl, you know. So, and we always think about football. Even when the football season's over, everyone's like, "Dang, that's it. We gotta wait a whole another 6 months until it starts again." You know. So definitely, it's a culture in the states for sure, 100%.
We got from the representative for the NFL fans, Indo.
Okay. Hello guys, my name is Fadil and I am the founder of NFL Fans Indonesia. I created the community since 2013 when it was Super Bowl 47. When Ravens won the Super Bowl, the Harbaugh Bowl, and I started watching NFL since Super Bowl 40, like probably 20 years ago, and since then I am a Steelers fans. Yeah, because they won the Super Bowl 40. My dream when making the community is to make the NFL accessible in Indonesia. As we know, NBA is the American sport that is popular in Indonesia, so I want to make an NFL as popular as NBA in Indonesia. And with you guys are here, makes me inspired more to reach my dream by teaching the basics of NFL and spread the hype of NFL across Indonesia. While I am watching NFL and learn about it, I always curious about the behind the scene of the NFL. I want to ask you guys, how do you guys learn about the playbook? Because there are a lot of formation, a lot of tactics in there. So how do you guys memorize it, practice it on the field, and play and execute it on the field?
Yeah, I would say 90% of what we do is in the meeting room learning it. You know, whether you learn visually or you learn physically, you know, we'll go through it on film, then we'll walk outside and we'll do a walkthrough. So there's many different types of ways to teach how to, you know, remember these formations and these plays, and we pretty much do every one. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, we started learning playbooks since we were little, right? So throughout my career, I probably learned at least 8, 9 different playbooks, you know, so it definitely starts at a young age. It's a new language every single time you go from one playbook to another. And that's how we learn. For me specifically, you know, I use a lot of flashcards and stuff just so I can remember the plays, you know, just in case that you're looking for a method to effectively learn it a little bit better, for sure.
Yeah, for me, I think, I know these guys up here agree with me. One of my least favorite parts of football was the meeting room and film, because it's just so long and so boring, but it's something you just have to do. So I think film study is the best, and walkthroughs. Walkthroughs are, we're actually out there lined up in formation, no pads, literally just walking through the play. And I think about 70% of our days in the NFL are actually just like mental reps rather than physical reps. So just mentally doing it in your mind.
And for people that don't know what the NFL playbook or American football playbook is like, so you sit down on a team, you need to memorize this thick, if it's on paper, it's like this thick amount of plays you have to memorize. They just say the words or they signal blue 81, snag, 7, snag, 9 route, whatever. And then you go to the field and you run. And if you didn't do the exact same route that they tell you in that book, specific page 51, your coach will yell at you, smack your helmet, and then you're out. So, and these guys need to memorize so many complex plays that I didn't even get a chance to memorize. And it's insane IQ. It's not physical anymore. It's insane intelligence. These guys has incredible brain power.
Yeah, so that's why NFL is really high demanding. You have to have a very great physical, but also you have to have a great memory to memorize the playbook.
Absolutely. Or your coach is gonna yell at you the whole time. So we got 2 more. There you go. Oh, okay, can you give it to him as well? Sama yang itu ya, yang paling atas kiri.
Me first? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. First of all, welcome to Indonesia, guys. Second of all, go birds. My question is probably pretty simple. I mean, you've mentioned that your daily habits, you're grinding every day, you're focusing on to the tracks, to the playbook, to the next snaps, right? But how do you feel right now being in Indonesia, sharing that cultural impact of having focusing every day on the next snap, on the next plays, but now you're here in Indonesia sharing that cultural impact to probably not only to Indonesia, but also to other countries as well. So that's my question. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really special. Again, as someone who is, my parents weren't born in America. One of my goals after football was to grow the game because I think there's so much talent out there, and being in another country now talking NFL football just really, it's really interesting to me right now, and I'm really excited. Hopefully, this is a step one of a many-step process that we can hopefully grow the game, and I'm just really excited. It's good to see the turnout too. I didn't expect this much people, so it just shows the love out there. It just shows a love for sports. I mean, sports is a great thing. It connects a lot of people, and I'm really excited to go to the camp tomorrow, see the actual turnout.
Yeah, I know this is a fairly new sport here in Indonesia, so I'm really excited to help out everybody to advance their game and learn this game as much as possible. So I'm really excited about that for sure.
All right, we got one more, and then I'm gonna ask them for a quick message to the important people.
Hello, nice to meet you. So first, go Raiders. And second thing, there's a lot of like talented college football players that couldn't make it to the NFL. I'm just gonna name one example like Johnny Manziel. He had all the talent, but just couldn't make it. And then I'm gonna use one more example, a Raider player in 2020, Henry Ruggs the third. Like he has all the talent, but as you know, he had a tragic accident. What my question is, how do you keep yourself focused on your career, on your journey without all that distraction? Because of course, if you are a good prospect, there will be a lot of pressure, expectation. But as you know, there's a lot of talent that couldn't make it to the NFL. I'm just curious what you guys think about it, and how do you guys approach the players that have all the talents in the world but couldn't just make it because of discipline problems and all of that stuff?
Yeah, I think staying focused. It's very easy to fall into the trap. To start partying. It seems like that's the main concept that kind of fizzles out guys' careers. So just trying to stay focused, and I think balance is a huge thing. It's okay to have fun, but just stay in balance with it. Yeah.
Yeah, as a pro player, there's a lot of attention that's on you, and you always constantly have to think about the big picture, right? With every decision that you make, right? And you also know that, there's a target on your back too. So you have to be smart with all your decisions, and you have to stay disciplined and make the work the number one thing in your life for sure.
Yeah, I think discipline's a big thing, and just going for me specifically, I was not drafted, so I was undrafted, so it's pretty much being like a tryout player, and so I was never a star player. So I think that actually helped me become more disciplined, because I knew, hey, I got to be perfect every single time. I got to do this right every single time, or else I may not get another chance. So I just think understanding your situation and discipline.
Sweet. Alrighty. And closing message before everybody started. What is one thing you want to say to everyone here, the most important people here, when they have a dream? What do they have to do with it?
I think just block out the outside noise and just follow your dream. Yeah. If you don't try, then there's only regret to come with that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely believe in yourself more than anybody else. Believe in yourself to the point where everyone else thinks you're crazy, and everything's going to be good. Everything's going to be straight.
Yeah. Close us off real good, Nico.
Yeah, just, again, believe in yourself. The only person you need to know that believes in yourself is yourself. And doesn't matter what other people think about you. Just knowing you can do it, having the confidence in yourself, knowing that you can accomplish what do you think you can do? So I think that's really big, is having confidence and knowing you can do it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I'm gonna pass it back to you to close it off. And
Okay.
there you go.
Okay, thank you so much. Big thanks to our speakers, moderator, partners, and to you for being the part of this event at America. So curious about our next amazing events? You can follow our social media. We have on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, AT America. With that, thank you so much for tuning in with us. My name is Patricia Elizabeth, and catch you at the next At America event. Bye, everyone! Thank you so much, everyone.